Man, Kadarius Toney gets traded. Excuse me, I just came from the gym. I didn't even take a shower. I was about to walk in the shower, but then I see that we made the trade. I've been meaning to talk about the Giants, so it's the first one of the day for the Giants. So we trade Kadarius Toney amid all the injuries, amid the not coming to train voluntary workouts, things like that. I made a video a couple months ago, giving my thoughts on it, and like I said, I definitely. It's disappointing from the sense of we used the first-round draft pick on this guy. We traded down, things like that. We didn't get Michael Parsons. The Eagles jumped us to get Devontae Smith. Now, again, trading back did give us the first-round draft pick to get Kayvon Thibodeau. So there is that. So that, that has to be in the factor of the compensation that we used on Kadarius Toney. Getting a third and a sixth back. That's not terrible. Kansas City, they're not necessarily, I'm kind of surprised it wasn't a team like the Bears, a team that really needed a receiver. Kansas City coming off a bye week. They're probably going to be able, they're about to have a bye week. So they're probably going to be able to, integrate them into the offense, find at least a couple plays. Kadarius Toney is a good player. He hasn't necessarily kept the rule from the start. But he's a good player. He's got a shift, a lot of movement. Like I said in the past, I feel like he has a lot of Alvin Kamara-like ability. His ability to break tackles, the movement off the ball. I think I saw him throw it a couple times. The guy can play. Injuries are a matter. Injuries, your best ability is availability. And the guy hasn't been available for the Giants. I look at it from the Giants standpoint, we're 7-1 without him. He basically played, I think, a handful of plays this season. Hurt one hamstring, hurt the other. That's tough. And like I said, he didn't want to come to the voluntary workouts. So, that's already a bad omen with the new regime, the regime that didn't draft him. It's tough going to the Kansas City Chiefs. Andy Reid is a mastermind with the offensive play call. So I could see him taking McCole Harmon's, touches immediately. I don't really see him use him like a Tyreek Hill per se. But, if the Kansas City Chiefs, want to do, MVS for the speed, McCole Harmon's for the speed. But Kadarius Toney is a different animal because a guy that has speed, but his after the catch ability is pretty impressive. Like I said, he hasn't been able to show it on the NFL level. If you go watch his Florida tape, it's amazing, sensational. It'll make you, he definitely broke some ankles, finishing through contact. Like I said, I saw Alvin Kamara at the wide receiver position when I watched his tape in college. He had some splashes last year against the Cowboys, if I'm not mistaken, against the Saints as well. Had two really good games. It's frustrating, but the Giants, I guess right now we're just in a either in or you're out type of situation. Even I'll speak on Kenny Golladay briefly as well. Kenny Galladay's situation is very unfortunate. He's given us next to nothing production-wise, touchdown and catches-wise. However, I do want to note he was blocking hard. He was blocking hard and still running hard, when he wasn't getting the ball. So that is a positive. And then now he just hurt. So, there's not really, you can't play when you're injured. You can't play when you're hurt. So there's that. Kenny Golladay, it's tough because I really going into last offseason, when we signed Kenny Golladay, I really wanted him. I circled him early. He helped me win a fantasy championship in 2019. So I definitely like Kenny Golladay. He's got it. But to speak of the coaching staff and everything like that, Brian Daboll, I like how it's not about when you were drafted. It's not how much money you're getting paid. If you're unhelping this team, you're not going to play. We're 7-1 right now. The leading receiver is Richie James. That's crazy. With Daniel Jones and Brian Daboll and the team has been able to, muster out through the tight ends, through the play call. Mike Kafka comes from the Chiefs. So, it's very interesting. Like I said, the learning process for Kadarius Toney to the Chiefs isn't going to be as great. Like I said, if he's available, he's going to play well. But him, like I said, they got Juju, MVS, McCole Hardman, and then the big dog Kelsey, who's going to take up a lot. I don't know. I picked him up on a fantasy team or two just to see, if he ends up flashing, I want a piece of that pie. But it's going to be interesting. Like I said, I'm going to drop some more Giants content today. Got to talk about the team, talk about Daniel Jones, Saquon Barkley, how I feel about, where the things are going. But yeah, Kadarius Toney, it was a really short stint with the Giants. I wish him the best. Like I said, he's gonna be. I'm telling you right now, if Kadarius Toney is healthy, he's gonna play well in the NFL for the Chiefs. If he's healthy, now if it was a fifth, we'd all be drunk. And right now I feel a little tipsy. But hey, we're gonna see. Shout out to New York Football Giants through and through. Don't hold me like you don't know me. Send it to a buddy. Master Bruce CB, Instagram, Spotify, Twitch. Twitter, Instagram. Twitter, YouTube, Spotify, Twitch. Twitter's being weird. I don't know, it's locking me out. I gotta get the Da Vinci Code to get back in that. Spotify, that's on me. I gotta get some more stuff up there. But I appreciate you listening. Let's go Big Blue. We riding 6-1. You didn't think we'd be there.